Good day. This video lecture is all about solving quadratic equation, particularly by extraction of roots method or square root method. So for your learning target, today you will be able to solve the given quadratic equation by extraction of roots method. So just a recall, x raised to 1/2 is called the principal square root of x. Is the non-negative quantity which when squared yields x. So going back to our discussions about radicals, notice that there is a possibility for ambiguity when the root is even. That is, we will get two answers. To eliminate this ambiguity, we inserted the word non-negative in our definitions of the square root and even indices. However, since we are now solving quadratic equations, so that definition of a quadratic equation is satisfied, we will be considering the principal and the negative root. So how are we going to solve a quadratic equation by extraction of roots? So these are the steps. First is to determine if the equation is of the form ax squared plus or minus or positive negative c is equal to 0. The second one is to write the constant on the right side of the equation. The third is to take the root of both sides of the equation. The fourth is remember to indicate the positive or negative on the obtained value, the value of the variable. 5 is to check to determine if the value obtained is a solution. So let's have an example. So let's solve and check. Y squared minus 12 is equal to 4. So this equation is the first step. So determine if the equation is of the form ax squared plus or minus c is equal to 0. So in the workings, since negative 12 and 4 are constant, so we are going to write the constant on the right side of the equation. So we transpose negative 12 to the other side. So that becomes y squared is equal to 4 plus 12. Now simplify. We have now to add 4 and 12. So y squared is equal to 16. So take the root of both sides of the equation. So we get the roots of y squared and the 16. So this would be like this. In getting the roots, we are going to get positive and negative. So do not forget to indicate that. So let's now solve. The root of y squared is y. The root of y squared is y. Ito. The root of 16 is either positive or negative 4, since 16 is a perfect square. So we have y positive 4 and negative 4. Let us check if the determined value obtained is a solution. So let's have first the positive 4. If y is positive 4, we are going to substitute that in the original equation. So let's have y squared minus 12 is equal to 4. Substitute 4 to y. So we have now 4 squared minus 12 is equal to 4. Simplify or remember the PEMDAS. We first solve yung mga nasa parentheses. So we have 4 squared. So 4 squared is 16. Minus 12 is equal to 4. Simplify, 16 minus 12 is 4, which is equal to 4. So the solution y positive 4 is correct. How about if our y is negative 4? So let us check. We substitute again the value of y to the original equation. So we have this equation, original. So substitute the value of y, which is negative 4. So we have now negative 4 squared minus 12 is equal to 4. Negative 4 squared is 16. So we have still 16 minus 12 is equal to 4. Simplify 16 minus 12. That gives you 4 again. So 4 is equal to 4. Then our solution is correct for negative 4. So therefore, our solution set is positive, negative 4, or we can write in this way. Our solution set is negative 4 and positive 4. Another example. How about if we have this equation? Squared of the quantity 2z plus 1 is equal to 36. So determine if the equation is of the form ax squared plus or minus c is equal to 0. So is the constant already transformed in the other side? It is right because 36 is the only constant here. So naka-transform naman siya sa side. So what is the next step? We already get the roots. So get the roots of 2z plus 1 squared and 36. So we have here 2z plus 1 is equal to, if we get the root of the constant, it gives us positive and negative. So we are going to get positive or negative 6. Positive and negative 6. So let's try. If we try to have the positive 6, we have now 2z plus 1 is equal to positive 6. We also have 2z plus 1 is equal to negative 6. Let us first simplify this one. We transpose the constant to the other side. So that gives us 2z is equal to 6 minus 1. Simplify 6 minus 1, it gives you 5. So we have now 2z is equal to 5. And to eliminate the numerical coefficient na kasama ng variable, we divide both sides by that. So 2 yung numerical coefficient, so we divide both sides by 2. Which, etong 2 dito, may eliminate na. And may iwan is the value, or is the variable z. So the value of z now is 5 halves. How about if we have the negative 6? So still, we transpose 1. Or ilipat yung constant to the other side. Which we have now 2z is equal to negative 6 minus 1. Simplify this one. Simplify that. Negative 6 minus 1. We have negative 7. And again, the variable z has the numerical coefficient 2. Para maiwan ang z, we divide both sides by the numerical coefficient 2. Kaya tayo merong 2z divided by 2 equals negative 7 divided by 2, which gives us the value of the variable z as negative 2 halves. So we have two solutions or two values of the variable z. Let us check if that is correct. So let's first have the positive 5 halves. Substitute that to the original equation. So papalitan natin tong value na z. So we have now 2 multiplied by 5 halves plus 1 squared is equal to 36. So take note, if you are going to solve this one, this gives you 10 over 2. And if you are going to simplify, that is just 5. Because you are going to cancel this one and matitira yung 5. So we have now 5 plus 1 squared is equal to 36. Simplify 5 plus 1, that gives you 6. So we have 6 squared is equal to 36 and 6 squared is 36. So they are equal, and that notes that our solution for 5 halves is correct. How about if we have negative 7 halves? So substitute that to the original equation. So we have now 2 times the quantity, or 2 times negative 7 halves plus 1 squared is equal to 36. So again, this would be cancelled. So we have now negative 7 plus 1 half squared is equal to 36. Simplify negative 7 plus 1, that gives you negative 6 squared is equal to 36. Negative 6 squared is 36 because you multiply negative 6 to itself by 2 times. So that gives you positive 36. So we note that they are equal with each other again. Therefore, our solution, negative 7 halves, is correct. So with this, we can already conclude that, therefore, the solution set is negative 7 halves and 5 halves. So that is our solution set. How about if I give you this example? 5w squared minus 20 is equal to 0. So first, again, determine if the equation is of the form ax squared plus or minus c is equal to 0. So now we can see the constant here, which is negative 20. So we are going to go now to the next step, and that is to write the constant on the right side of the equation. So transpose negative 20 to the other side, and that gives you 5w squared is equal to 20. Now, by this, you can notice that we have a numerical coefficient na kasama ng variable. So, we need to divide both sides by the numerical coefficient 5. And that gives you 5w squared divided by 5 is equal to 20 divided by 5. Simplify that, this would be cancelled. So, ang matitira is the w squared is equal to 20 divided by 5, that is 4. So if we have already this one, we can take the root of both sides of the equation. So get the roots. The root of w squared is w. The root of 4 is either positive or negative 2. So wag yan kakalimutan. Getting the root of the constant, we are going to have positive or negative value. Now let us check if this is correct or if our solution is correct. So let's check if the w is positive 2. We substitute that to the original equation. 5w squared minus 20 is equal to 0. Substitute w to 2. Substitute 2 to w. So we have 5 times 2 squared minus 20 is equal to 0. So take note that 2 squared is just 4. So 5 times 4 minus 20 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20. And 20 minus 20, that gives you 0. So having this 0 and 0 both sides, so our solution for positive 2 is correct. Let's try if our w is negative 2. We again substitute the value of w to the original equation. 5w squared minus 20 is equal to 0. So let's first simplify this one. Negative 2 squared is 4. And that gives us 5 times 4 is 20. 20 minus 20, that is 0. So they have both 0 and 0 both sides. So our solution for negative 2 is correct. Given this one, we can already conclude that our solution set is positive or negative 2. Or we can write in this way. Our solution set is -2 and +2. So in solving, do not forget to check and to write the solution set. So another example, we have z squared minus 50 is equal to 0. So this is already in the form ax squared plus or minus c is equal to 0. Let's proceed to the next step, which is to write the constant on the right side. So we transpose -50. So we have now z squared is equal to 50. And after that, we get the roots of both sides. So get the root of z squared and get the root of 50, which gives us a positive and negative. Take note that if we are going to expand this one, we can see or we can determine a perfect square, which is 25. So having factors ng 50, 25 times 2 is 50. So the exponent form of 25 is 5 squared. Diba? 5 squared is 25. If you multiply that to 2, that gives you again 50. So take note, if we have the exponent 2, meron na siyang root or lalabas na siya sa radical sign. And yung wala, syempre matitira pa rin sa radical sign. So we have now z, positive and negative, 5 root of 2. So let us check. Let's use again the original equation. Let's try if positive 5 root of 2 is a solution. So substitute that to the value of c. 5 square root of 2 squared minus 50 is 0. So let's solve. Diba if we squared 5 is 25. And if we squared this radical 2, maaalis ang radical sign. So which gives us 25 times 2 minus 50 is 0. And 25 times 2 will give us 50. So we have now 50 minus 50 is 0. 50 minus 50 is 0. So we can take note that both sides of this equation is 0. Therefore, our solution 5 square root of 2 is correct. How about if that is negative? So we have negative square root of 2 squared minus 50 is equal to 0. So again, if you square -5, that gives you 25. And root of 2, if you square that, maalis lang ang radical. So that gives you again 25 times 2 minus 50 is 0. So 25 times 2, that is 50. Solving 50 minus 50, that is 0. They are again equal to 0, both sides. Therefore, we can already conclude that the two solutions are correct. We can already state that, therefore, our solution set is positive -5 square root of 2, or -5 root of 2 and positive 5 root of 2. Next example. If we have x squared plus 36 minus 0, x squared plus 36 equals 0. So determine if the equation is of the form ax squared plus or minus c is equal to 0. So here we can already see that there is a constant positive 36. We write the constant on the other side and that change the sign. So that becomes now x squared is equal to -36. Take the square root of both sides of the equation. So we have root of x squared is equal to positive negative root of -36. Remember that x raised to 1/2 is not a real number if n is even and x is greater than 0. So therefore, x is not a real number. Because if you are going to compute this one in your calculator, that gives you an I, which is an imaginary number. An imaginary number is not a real number. So if you have or you encounter square root of the negative number here, we can already conclude that the solution set is empty. Or you can have this symbol. This just symbolizes empty. Kahit alin dito. So it's either empty set, or null set. So do not forget that. So again, to solve a quadratic equation by extraction of roots, we take notes of the steps. The first is determine if the equation is of the form ax squared plus or minus c is equal to 0. Then write the constant on the right side of the equation and take the root of both sides of the equation. And do not forget to indicate positive and negative to the root of the constant and check if the value obtained is a solution. So additional information, there is a difference between linear and quadratic equation. If you have this equation that is, if you have these two equation, the first one here is a linear. The second one here is a quadratic. Why linear? Because the exponent is 1. Why quadratic? Because the exponent of the variable is 2. So if we get the value of x here first in the linear, that gives you x is equal to 6 minus 4. And simplify that 6 minus 4, x is 2. How about here? If you're going to solve for the value of x, we transpose the constant na kasama pa ng variable x squared. So we have now x squared is equal to 6 minus 4. And x squared is equal to 2 because you already simplify 6 minus 4. Getting the roots of this 2, the constant will have positive or negative root of 2. Get the roots, this give you x. Since 2 is not a perfect square, so remain siya sa radical sign. So positive, negative square root of 2. So how many solutions can you see there? Diba in the linear, we just have one value of x. The quadratic, we can determine two value of x. So that is the positive square root of 2 and the negative square root of 2. Now take note, the degree of the equation also tells us about the number of roots or solution an equation can have. So your turn, wag na po ito. You just answer the worksheet that I give you. Worksheet, I think that is worksheet worksheet 3-11. You just answer that to assess if you learn and understand solving quadratic equation by extraction of roots method. So that would be all for this lecture. Thank you so much.